now, like if I was out late the night before and I'm like hungover the next day, I like to just put just a little bit of mascara underneath my eyes to cover up the circles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it really helps.
Hey, welcome to The Terrible Show. I'm Garrett and this is Dylan, and we never said it was going to be good, so f*** you if you don't like it.
Thank you for joining us. Now we're going to be dealing with some of the top headlines from this week.
Dealing with them.
Dealing with them. We're going to take them out back, beat them, make them into better headlines. In a recent poll, it was discovered that a majority of Americans have lost faith in the Supreme Court and would like to see justices have term limits. Later that day, the Supreme Court ruled public opinion unconstitutional.
Delta Airlines tried to ride the wave of World Cup excitement this week by tweeting out a photo of the score 2-1. The 2 was over a Statue of Liberty for the USA, and the 1 was over a giraffe to symbolize Ghana. The problem is, there are no giraffes in Ghana. Delta is never gonna live this one down, huh?
Huh?
But people of Ghana were so upset that they told Delta employees to never come to Ghana, and they were all like, okay.
It has been discovered that high school students are more likely to bring weapons with them to school if they've been bullied. When asking victims why they don't just try to be the bigger person and walk away, they all replied with, well, it's very hard to outrun bullies with our stupid, chubby, stumpy legs.
You know, Dylan, I realized the other day that I have never washed my feet.
You're kidding.
Never.
You
I've
don't-
never felt the need. My feet don't smell. I think that the water runs down in the shower enough to get them adequately clean every time. And, I want to ask you guys out there, we're going to reach out to you on Twitter. Do you wash your feet? And you can just answer yes or no.
O.J. Simpson's former manager, Norman Pardo, says O.J. was paid $600,000 to claim he wrote the book, If I Did It. Simpson then chimed in with, plus the way it's written in the book is completely different than the way I actually did it.
And I heard someone is actually working on a second book for him now titled If I Wrote It. A pair of male brown bears in Croatia have been engaging in oral sex with each other quite often. Researchers actually say that they're doing it about once every 4 hours. So now I think gay men will start to be called twinks, bears, or Croatian bears.
Plus, I heard that a lot of these scientists have been dressing up a lot nicer now to go do research on the bears.
To be in the presence of bear blowjobs? Yeah, you wouldn't want to have bears sucking each other's dick when you're not dressed your Sunday best.
They're trying to impress the bears. Recent research has revealed that a majority of people do not take hurricanes seriously if they have a female name. In a similar study, it was found out that the majority of the population do not take women seriously if they are in fact a woman.
Which is leading some hurricane parents to give their daughters male names so they'll be taken seriously. Like Michael.
Yeah.
I think a female Dylan would be hot.
They were both very hot, and I've met about 20 female Garretts.
Nuh-uh.
They all look exactly like you, just with longer hair.
That's me! I cross-dress and I go out and use my same name because I forget that one last detail. Penis tucked away? Yep. Face cleanly shaven? Yep. What's your name? Garrett.
I don't like that we're wearing the same thing.
They are similar.
What do you mean they're similar? They're black t-shirts. They're identical.
You want to change or should I change?
I think we should both change.
Okay,
I love
fine.
the shirt.
I should change it.
Okay. Japan this week, realizing that it is in fact 2014, has finally banned the possession of child pornography. If you're caught with it, you can face up to 1 year in prison or a $10,000 fine. However, being the nice people that the Japanese are known to be, have given their people a grace period of 1 year to get rid of any child pornography in their possession. So you hear that, Japanese perverts? Your countdown starts now.
They're basically saying, you got to get rid of that child porn, but you can jack off to it 800 more times.
Yeah.
Also, any bums going through your trash, hope you like child porn.
And $10,000 fines. Hey, hey, bums.
Hey, Japanese
Bums.
This goes out to you because so many of you are going to see this because you have any means to watch this. This would be like a Japanese newscaster making fun of someone with like gray shirts. Like, I don't care. Like, I can't understand what they're saying.
Do you How did you put yours on? Is that fine? Mine keeps getting tucked underneath my shirt.
You should be okay.
Now we'd like to do a segment we enjoy so often here on The Terrible Show called Dad Quote of the Day. And today's quote actually comes from my own father, and it reads, "I'm disappointed in you." Well, that may be the case, Dad, but at least I'm not married to a woman in her 60s.
I think my favorite quote that my dad used to say was, "Son, I like it a big titties." I like it a big titties. I just remember he'd be barbecuing, and I'd see that his beer was a little low. I'd bring him a fresh cold one, and he'd put his arm around me and say, "Son, I like it a big titties." Rocket tycoon Elon Musk says he will put a pair of human boots on Mars by 2026. Cool.
That's
Said
great.
everyone. You know, is a
That's
human
good.
going to be wearing them?
You know, I just figured he has like a group of scientists working around the clock to try and reconfigure one of those t-shirt cannons to be able to support boots.
It looks like he plans to send astronauts. That was a confusing headline. Not just their boots.
Oh, so astronauts are going to be in the boots.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Good for the rocket tycoon. You know, I've been wondering recently if anybody ever tried to write a version of the Red Hot Chili Peppers song "The Other Side," but like from the perspective of a chicken who's going to get cooked.
Huh.
Like, you know, like how long will I fry? Separate my thighs. I know I don't believe in breadcrumbs.
I like it.
Yeah, right? It's not bad. Senator Scott Wagner of Pennsylvania has issued an apology after comparing labor unions to Hitler and Vladimir Putin. He also said that the scrutiny he received after making such comments was worse than 9/11. It's a 9/11 joke.
Oh.
All right, well, I guess we hope to see you guys again next week here on The Terrible Show.
Adios and sayonara.